after we did all of those weird things, then she's like, okay, we're gonna do word association. So we had to like partner up with somebody. So I partnered up with someone, and that was awkward because it was like we just spent a fucking 20 minutes in this circle, like doing zip zap boing blah blah blah. Red boy, thanks for the 38 months. And so we had to do word association, and I was like, oh my god. Oh, I think while we were in that circle, did we do an actual, like, improv kind of thing? I don't think we did yet. So I think we had to sit down with one other person or stand with them. But I was like, she was like, you can sit or stand. I was like, do you want to sit? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, cool, because I also want to sit down after that. So it had to be word association. So it was like, say a word, and the other person says the word, which, yeah, I have done those things before. But I was like, ugh, like, I felt nervous about that because suddenly no words existed in my brain anymore at all. And I could not think of what a single word was. And I didn't want to do the thing that, like, kids do, where, they, like, just say the first thing that they see in the room. And I was like, I do not want to do that. And normally I'm, like, okay at word association. But I was like, I don't know this person. And as much as I want to be silly goofy, I'm, like, so fucking already, like, hyper-stimulated by all of the lights in the room being on, the windows, blinds, no curtains, the sun's beaming in my eyeballs. I just shredded my social credibility by playing Zip Zap Boing. Now I've got to sit down and think of words. And, you know, not just, like, say the... Because I was like, okay... If someone says... This is so dumb. If someone says a word to me, the first word that comes to the mind is the fucking word they say to me, because I hear it in my head. So when I hear it, it's my internal monologue thinking it. So yeah, word association. If you say a word to me, my first associated word is the word you said because I fucking processed it. So I had to not do that, of course. And then, I was like, okay, well, don't say weird things because I feel so out of my element right now. I don't want to fucking say some crazy wackadoodle shit. Saying cheeseburger over and over again, basically. And so, like, this person, we sat down, and the words we ended up saying were like, I felt like I was too lateral with what they were saying. So then it was like, how do you move on from something? Because they said, like, music, and I said rock and roll, and they said something like radio waves or something, and I said Radiohead. And then they said something like human rights or something, and I said disestablishmentarianism or something. And then they said, at some point, I don't remember when it was, because we could say phrases and stuff too. So they said, with the voice and everything, which I respect them so much, they said, in the morning, I'm making waffles. And first of all, I was like, okay, that's fucking hilarious. Because it was something that could have been Shrek related. And I was like, oh my god, I want to Shrek relate back to them. So I was like, Funky Town. And at some point before this, we had accidentally, like, they said part of the sentence of a song. So I finished the other half of the sentence of the song. So then we laughed and we were like, I guess we just did a duet. So then they did the donkey quote. So then I said, Funky Town, which was not the first word I thought of. I think the first word I thought of was waffles, because that was the best word from the sentence they said. And then I think I thought, like, swamp, but I was like, no, that's too obvious. And I was having this internal stupid ass struggle. So then I just said Funky Town, and then I think he said, "Won't you take me to?" And then I think I just said Funky Town again. And then we were laughing because we're like, what the fuck is going on? And then I think it was like over after that. And we're just like, and then we were supposed to take, after each thing, we were supposed to like chat to each other, like our other partner, and be like, what did you think of that? What did we struggle with? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, that's fun, but it's really difficult for me to not just say something so extremely related to what you're saying. That, you know, I don't want to just say the same shit back. Following the stupid rules until it's funnier to break them. I think with me, I was like, because, you know, we did that, and then I think we took a break after that, and then I was talking to Bryony a bit, and then the tabletop guys were talking to us, asking us what games we play and stuff. And, I was saying, like, first of all, I'm, like, trying to get over being embarrassed about shit in my normal life. And trying to, like, learn how to unmask. So I was like, I'm struggling with that already as a human. Because I don't know what my actual, like, being is. And so it's like, yeah, I'm trying really hard to not be embarrassed. But this is certainly pushing that there.